Hey guys, Skittlerampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So we're back with trending Funko Pop news this week with 8 Funko Pops going up in value. Now guys, I am doing this video a little bit earlier in the week just because we had some pretty fun choices and I was going to do it later on in the week anyways, so early is always better too. Now as always though, if you guys do enjoy these trending Funko Pop videos and want to see them weekly, let me know down below of a Funko Pop you've noticed going up in value. It helps me get these out a little faster. Also, I want to put this quick disclaimer in here just really quick is that anything can go up and down at any point. So anything I'm mentioning in today's video could very well go down in value in the future or go even higher. It happens all the time with every collectible hobby. So do just keep that in mind for future reference. While it may be up right now, it very well could be down at a different point. And many factors come into play with that, whether it's a restock or maybe that character is just not as popular anymore, etc. Now that aside, let's go ahead and ask the question of the day, which is, do you have a character or Funko Pop in your collection that has regeneration in their kit of abilities? And I'm gonna go with Kid Buu here from Dragon Ball Z. Okay, let's go ahead and kick things off with a subscriber suggestion. Somebody mentioned this on last week's part, which included the Pantera 4-pack here. This includes Philip, Vinny, Dimebag, as well as Rex. Estimated value around $195. You can see between 2025 and 2026 where it started going up. It was around the 160, kind of 180 range. Now it's trending around the $200 range. Recent sales around $155. We also had $239, $189, and $200. And then current listings of what I could find were as low as $175 on a bid up to $250. Now this one's getting harder to find between different marketplaces on top of the fact that it's sold out at most major retailers and there's no restock information currently. Usually Entertainment Earth is a good indicator of that just because they order just about anything and everything, and right now it just mentioned sold out, so no leads on a restock, unfortunately. Next up for horror fans, we actually have a Pennywise pop today, and that is Pennywise with the Deadlights, the Hot Topic exclusive. This originally dropped in a bundle over at Hot Topic, kind of like one of those collector cases, though we're looking at the individual pop today. Estimated value on Pop Price Guide is around $46. You can see it had a jump from that $25 range. And then recent sales have been a little lower and higher. So we have some around $32 and some around $45. And then current listings around $40 to $70. And I did notice that there is a Whatnot listing for about $25. I think there was only one. If anybody wants to go scoop that up if you've been looking for this one. But unless I overlooked any other listings, that was one of the cheapest ones I could find on the market right now. Now I think the main causes is Pennywise is a super popular horror icon on top of Welcome to Derry just, ended in the last few months if I'm not mistaken. And season 2 is confirmed, so people are just really excited about this horror character, similar to plenty of other horror icons. And with that Pennywise being specific to a collector's box at Hot Topic originally, I'm not sure of it actually restocking in the future. I mean, it could restock on its own, maybe on the Funko shop, or maybe hit Funko Hollywood and HQ stores. I don't want to completely rule it out, but I think it's a little unlikely. Okay, next up from Solo Leveling, we have 2 pops going up in value. First up is Iron. This one's probably our craziest jumper today. Estimated value around $230 on Pop Price Guide, though recent sales have been higher than that. We had some low ones around $149 to $260, and then also some $400 and $425 sold listings. Now, current listings over on eBay that I found range from $375 to $400. And I actually made this graphic a couple days ago, so there's been some new sales of Iron around that $400 mark too. We had a $345, $375, another $375, and then one or best offer. So there's definitely really high sales on Iron right now. This one's had a pretty interesting history. It was an Amazon exclusive. There was a lot of issues, like originally trying to get the pre-order. We had to wait for a while. Then when it dropped for pre-order, I believe a lot were canceled. I think there was a lot damaged in transit. Then finally, Funko dropped it on the Funko shop, though it wasn't anywhere near as much stock as Amazon had, for example. So we're still kind of waiting on a restock for this one. It's probably going to happen in the next half year, I do want to say, because with how many Amazon orders were canceled, there's just no way this is all the stock. So right now, I think all the stock issues that this one had affected the price a ton right now, making it rise up like crazy. I think if you're actively trying to sell one or thinking about it, now is definitely the best time, because I think it is very likely that Funko restocks this on their website and in their stores in the future, given Solo Leveling is still super popular. But until that restock does happen, it could actively increase even more. Now, the other Solo Leveling pop I wanted to talk about was Sung Jinwoo E-Rank here, back from Anime Expo in 2025. This one's jumped up a lot recently recently. Estimated value around $85, originally around that it was around $30 to $50 when I was looking at it not too long ago. Recent sales, $85, $85, $80, as well as a $55 sale. And then current listings of what I found over on eBay range from $80 to $100. And this was reflecting the same over on Mercari as well as Whatnot. I think Whatnot had the cheapest listings. I think I saw some $70 ones over there. Now, if you don't know, this has two sticker variations. I'm showing you the shared sticker, that is the black sticker. The white sticker was the official one at the con, as well as it also was shared over at CCXP. So it does have that sticker out there. The last two sold listings I found for those were around $400, and then current listings of what I could find included around $900 plus over on eBay, and some of those are in bundles. So one is around $900 on its own. It's pretty crazy for this pop all around, regardless of what sticker you're going for, but that CCXP makes it technically the most expensive solo leveling pop variation in that set. Again, if we're talking normal pops, it's Iron, Glow Chase, but if we're talking just pops in general with stickers, it's this Sung Jinwoo. So yeah, guys, make sure to let me know if you guys own either one of these solo leveling pops in your collection. I think it's kind of unlikely that the Jinwoo restocks heavy on the Funko website. I think you're more likely to find it in Funko HQ or Hollywood locations on random restocks versus a heavy restock online. Okay, moving on to pop movies and TV, we have Miranda Priestley here from The Devil Wears Prada, the first movie, estimated value around $80. This one had another little jump there from the $60 range. Recent sales, $56 on a bid, $90, $85, and $75. And then recent listings of what I found range from $80 to $100 there. So the big contributing factor here, obviously, is the fact that Devil Wears Prada 2 comes out in May 2026. There's only 2 pops in this set originally, and then we do actually have a brand new set with 3 pops. I can't remember Emily Blunt's character, but she's also getting a pop in this new set, but it's from the first movie, not the second movie. I don't know if we'll get second movie pops, we'll see. But anyways, yes, we are getting a brand new set, so you don't really have to bother looking for a set of these unless you want the original pops. You can wait for the next set to come out in a few months and buy those for retail. But just letting you guys know, this Miranda pop is going up more and more as we get closer to that second movie. Once the second movie passes, I think both pops in the original set will go down. Next up from Jujutsu Kaisen, we have Toge Inumaki here. So this is the Chase variation, estimated value around $60. Recent sales range as low as $55 up to $65. So it's around the $55, $65 range. And then recent listings range from $55 up to $80 there. That bottom listing at $36 has $36 shipping from Canada, so it's rather expensive to pick that up even at almost $40. Now, important note to mention on Toge here is that he hasn't restocked in a while. Now, I wouldn't say Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 really contributes to this other than hype just around the entire set, because if I'm not mistaken, I don't even know if he's going to appear in that season. Take that with a grain of salt. We'll see. If you read the manga, you know. If not, watch the show and find out. But yes, I don't think a character appearance has any contributing factor to this. This one's actually been up there for a while, around the $40 to $50 range. It's actively rising more, but I did notice Entertainment Earth has a pre-order set for February 2026 this month. Given it's already February, I don't know if that's going to be fulfilled. I'll drop a pre-order link down below if you guys want to try to, grab a couple to go after that chase. But again, I don't know if it's going to be fulfilled or not. I think there's still a chance that Toge could restock in the future, given JJK is just so popular, and Funko is actively always doing anime restock, so I don't want to rule it out. But I did at least want to mention the fact that this is still a common at the end of the day. A restock could happen at any point. Next up, we have a pop mascot of Sebastian the Abyss. I think that's how you say that, from the Hurricanes. Estimated value around $60. You can see it jumped up from that $20, $25 range. Recent sales have ranged from $62 up to $80 there. And then current listings are reflecting $70 to $85. So this one's practically tripled to quadrupled in its original value. Again, with these mascot pops, they're always going up. People just love mascots. They love mascots. And then Funko makes pops all the time, so these randomly go up. You'll most likely see these featured a lot in these trending videos, as I've mentioned in the past. Now, guys, our final selection for today's video is the Muichiro Chase, another pretty big jumper here. So this one actually is around $185 estimated value. Recent sales have been as low as $150 up to $276 of what I could find. I'm sure there was some new ones added too if you guys want to check over on eBay Sold. And then recent listings range from $180 up to $200. So I can't remember, given this one came out a while ago, if this one had like another major restock after it sold out. It might have, or it might have had multiple little ones, but it hasn't restocked in a while. So what's out there is what's out there. Demon Slayer, just like Jujutsu Kaisen we just talked about, super popular. And we just had Demon Slayer Infinity Castle last year. People are super excited about all the pops. They're super excited about the anime. We have the next movie coming in a couple years, like 1 or 2 years. So there's a lot of things driving up this Muichiro Chase, and it's one of the more sought after Demon Slayer pops already. Well guys, that wraps up this week's trending Funko Pop news. Make sure to let me know in the comments below, do you guys own any of the pops today we did talk about? I actually think out of all of these, I only own the Muichiro Chase, which I originally bought 6 and was able to get that chase that way from the Funko shop when it dropped. So yeah, that's the only one I own today. I don't collect any of the solo leveling pops, so I don't have Iron or Sung Jinu. That does wrap up today's video. Make sure to hit the like button down below if you did enjoy, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to go to end off the video by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at Skittlerampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.